Hello, hello, hello. My name is Esteban, and this is DeathPileDestroyers.com. In today's video, we're going to go over customer service. Let me go over to the screen. And these are my bullet points. Just wanted to go over customer service because I know that some resellers have a tough time when it comes to customer service and want to be able to use the right words. So I have some canned responses that you could use. You can modify them, of course, yourself. And I'd feel like this is the best way to professionally reach out to your customers without getting them even more upset and having a back and forth. Number one, I wanted to talk about when it comes to customer service, you should be straight to the point. You shouldn't deviate or add more to it to cause more stress when it comes to the buyer, if the buyer has any issues with the sale. The other thing that I wanted to talk about was using their name as best as possible to build that that connection with your buyer. If the buyer sees that you're an actual human being versus a robot or a computer, they'll be more likely to calm down, understanding that they're speaking to an actual person. When it comes to lowball offers, when it comes to returns, negative, neutral feedback, we should always stay professional at all times. Let me show you my canned responses that I have, and what I do is I create a Google Doc, and I leave it in my bookmarks, so this way I can easily access them once I incur in any issues or any responses from a buyer or a potential buyer. So let's go over these. This one, number one, is lowball offers. Let me make this a little bigger for you. That's me. Of course not. So this is what I respond. I say, thank you for your offer, but the lowest price we can go is the price plus shipping or whatever it is. No more, no less. This is the best way this way there's no back and forth, no haggling between the buyer. You're letting them know right up front, this is the lowest I can go. Take it or leave it. That would be the best way to handle lowball offers. The next one would be negative feedback. This is not like the last video. My last video, the issue was the customer had an issue and was looking to was trying to manipulate me by offering or by feedback extortion. That's what I was going to say. And that's not what this is here. When it comes to feedback extortion, you immediately call eBay. You immediately let them know that this is happening. You let eBay know that this is happening, and then you respond with a quick, easy message. Please return the item. That's it. That's it. If the customer or the buyer decides that they want to leave a negative feedback, then you call eBay and they'll remove it. Now, this is a message on how to ask the buyer who had left a negative feedback to remove that negative feedback. And this is what I wrote. My wife and I are so very sorry about our error. We certainly did not act out of malice. As a husband and wife team, we sell on eBay in order to earn a living. We have refunded you in full in hopes this makes things right between us. Feedback impacts our service metrics. If you feel that we have corrected our error, would you consider changing the feedback that you left? Yes, it sounds like a sob story, but they do it to us, so whatever. We should be able to let them know, hey, we are an actual human being. This is what you're doing to us. We corrected your error. This negative feedback is going to impact us. Would you consider taking it out? We leave it in their hands, and they'll choose whether or not to remove that feedback. Now, at this point, if they say yes, they would consider it, then we would have to submit. Actually, I would just submit it as soon as I send this message to the buyer. I would send them a feedback revision, and that's I think that would be the best way to go about it. This way, there's no back and forth again. They have that feedback revision. They see your message with one click of a button. They should be able to change it. Now, what about neutral feedback? I wouldn't even bother messaging the buyer in regards to neutral feedback because it does not impact our service metrics. So it wouldn't be a good idea if we send them a neutral, they send us a neutral, we send them this message, and they change it from a neutral to a negative. Then now we're gonna have to start doing more work. So it's best to ignore neutral feedback and just eat it. All right, the next canned response I have is for unsatisfied buyers. That's when it comes to our fault. Let's say that we sent them a flawed item. We would say, hello, Mr., Miss, or Mrs., whatever. My wife and I are very sorry this item didn't meet your expectations. We have refunded you in full. If you choose to do business with us again, please use our coupon code for a discount on the items in our store. Now, why the coupon code? Well, it allows them to, it shows them that we care. It shows them that we are taking the extra step to be part of their shopping experience, and that we want to continue that, and that we're not. It's not a regular thing that we make a mistake. Most people will review our feedback, and if they barely see any negative feedback, they know that this was just like a one-time error. I'm sorry about it. Please use our coupon because we're not going to do this. We're not going to make the same mistake again, hopefully. The next one. The next canned response. This is for unsatisfied buyers, but it's not our fault. For example, it didn't fit. In our listings, especially when it comes to clothing, we show measurements in the pictures. We actually put the measurements inside the description area as well. And so there's no reason for a buyer to not know if a particular item in my store would fit or not. So in this case, I would say, hello, Mr. and Mrs. whatever. I would say, my wife and I are very sorry this item didn't meet your expectations. We will absolutely accept a return, but you must submit the request through the eBay menu. Please go to, and so on and so forth. I'm putting the steps in there so this way they know how to do it, but also letting them know, look, the ball's in your court. In our case, we don't have free returns. For that reason, we have all the descriptions and everything, the measurements in our descriptions and in the photos. So there's no reason for us to be paying for a return, unless it was something that was our fault, then I don't mind paying for the return shipping, and I would go ahead and send them a label if that was necessary. But in this case, it's their fault. They should have looked at everything that was on the listing prior to buying it. So they should be responsible for returning it back to me. And that's our opinion. Next one. This is for international buyers looking for additional accommodations. Sometimes I will get a message from someone, let's say in Canada, that wants us to use the international shipping methods that eBay has rather than using the global shipping program. And the reason for that is that the global shipping program charges them more fees on top of the price and shipping that we're already charging the buyer. But in my store, we choose just to stick with the global shipping program, and that's it. We don't do anything else other than that. So the response is, thank you for your offer. We would love your business, but we fully participate in eBay's global shipping program. If you choose to do business with us, please use our coupon code for the discount on the items in our store. And I was thinking of writing, in order to alleviate the charges that eBay charges, but I didn't want to do that. I don't think that's a good idea. Let me see if there's any more. Yeah, that was the last one. So that was the last canned responses. I hope this helps, because having these canned responses available to you when a customer sends you a message will make things go faster in your day, because I'm sure you have a lot more important things to do in your job, in your reselling career. And I hope this helps. Please leave a comment below in regards to any of your suggested canned responses to your buyers or potential buyers. Thanks for watching Death Pile Destroyers. I hope you come back and visit us again. Thanks.